Hello everybody, welcome to week number 5 or module number 5 of EDU 600. This week we make the transition from qualitative designs and qualitative research to quantitative designs and quantitative research. Many of you may be more familiar with quantitative research than you were with qualitative. I think it's more widely used and reported on in the press on a weekly basis. Lately, we've been inundated, actually for the last 6 months, inundated with COVID-19 research. And most of this research has to do with the quantitative design. In this section, according to Jeff Beaudry, this section focuses on how quantitative researchers select samples and how they collect, analyze, and display measurable data. This part, meaning part 3, starting on page 95 of our text, this part lays the foundation for those that follow, which discusses the various design that comes under the broad umbrella of quantitative research. So this is an in-depth study for the next few weeks on quantitative designs, and I wish you the best with this. As we move forward with this video, I'll detail what is expected and what are we going to be doing. So as you can see, we're on our Brightspace page, Module 5. So you come over here. Right now, this is hidden. As soon as I'm done the video and I post it, I'll make this available. Module 5 will take you into here. Beautiful picture from 2 years ago from South Carolina. As you can see, I think it was probably 6 o'clock in the morning when that was coming up. So here's the research. When I wanted to point out in my introduction, I did mention the COVID-19. There's some really interesting research that's going on right now dealing with this virus. And if you're interested in some of the research and/or quantitative designs in real world time, I suggest you take a look at this. You probably have to cut and paste this into your browser. Take a look at some of the research that's going on. The bottom line is these researchers using the same methodology, scientific methods and methodology that we're studying this semester. So I think you might find it interesting. So what do we do this week? Okay. 2 chapters to read in our text, chapter 6 and 7. The first one talks about the quantitative research design, descriptive statistics, which is one of the type of statistical methods that we use in the class. Second one builds on chapter 6, so you're reading chapter 6 and 7. Excellent video by Jeff Beaudry. Jeff is, as you know, the author of our textbook, one of the 2 authors of our textbook, and throughout the week I will be introducing some more videos produced on the statistical analysis of quantitative research studies. I think this this video is about 11 minutes in length, so I encourage you to take a look at that. Second video has to do with reliability and validity. A very important way that we evaluate the quality of the data collection, the survey, test, measures, and observation, etc. So take a look at that. I also, to back up what's in the video, also suggest that you take a look at pages 150 plus in the textbook. This gives you a little more background on what is covered in this brief video. Another thing I'd like you to do this week is participate in the discussion forums. So how do you do that? Well, the first thing you need to do is read this article. As soon as I get out of here, you'll see that these will be highlighted in blue. Read the article and then follow the prompts, 2 parts to the discussion forum. There is an assignment due this week. So this is the written. Back in week number 3, we participated in group discussions. Using your group discussion, and so if you were in group A, you're going to use group A discussion from that period. And you are going to write your own paper summarizing each one of those sections that we used in the group discussion. Now, I don't want you to copy and paste from somebody else's work, but I want you to summarize what's involved with that. Now, I'll show you in a minute what I mean. I'll get into a little more information. It's all spelled out in here. I'd like you to use these headings, and now I will show you exactly what I'm looking for. So if you come down to the bottom, qualitative critique, I'm going to click on that. Here's the assignment. Qualitative, here's an example. Qualitative critique. I'm going to click on that. Go over here. Open. Okay. So this is an example of what I am looking for. And there's detailed information also. I'll go back to that. But this is the format. And if you follow this format, this is an APA formatted. This is the cover page. Here's the format. You're laying it out. Purpose of the research. Types of quantitative or qualitative research methods used. Data collection. Analysis. Results and conclusions. Overall critical analysis. And then our reference page. And you will notice this is a APA formatted reference page. There's information on our website about APA formatting, but this is perfectly formatted. We're using a hanging indent, double spaced. You can see what's italicized. The first part is not, authors are not, and then the rest of it. So that's an example. I'm going to get out of here for a second. Go back to our qualitative. And here's the qualitative critique guide. I'll click on that. Okay, here's the guidelines. This goes along with it. So between these two documents, I'd like you to use these to write your critique. So I'm back in Brightspace, and I want to just highlight a couple of things in here. First of all, write 1,000 to 1,200 word critique. You do not have to go beyond that. I'm not looking for a complete doctoral dissertation. I'm looking for 1,000 to 1,200 pages, or 1,200 words. If you need any help on this, or trying to decipher exactly what you're supposed to do, please reach out to me. Now I'm going to shift gears and I'm going to go back to week number 3 so you know what group you were in and what article you will be writing about. What you're seeing on your screen right now is from module 3 or week number 3. Qualitative design was the title for the week. I'm going to come right down here. So here's the group discussion that we have. You can see that if you were part of Group A, and these are the students that were part of Group A, the article that they read is making it Facebook official. So you can see Evan was in charge of the purpose and design. So Evan wrote the purpose and design. He didn't take the lead on these other sections. So in effect, what you're doing in this assignment is you are going to write a 1,000 to 1,200 word paper summarizing each one of these sections in the paper. So if Evan did the purpose and design, he can freely use what he wrote in his original post, but I really don't want him to use, just say, Tiffany's data collection section, copy and paste that. He can read it, he can use it as background information, but I want him to summarize each one of these sections in his own voice without copying and pasting them. Once again, if you have any questions on this, please let me know. So if you forgot what section or what group you're in, please refer back to Module 3. Come down here and you see a concise summary of your article. And you can also find in this section what the articles were about also. So that's it for me. If you have any questions this week, please let me know. I'm here to help. And I really do appreciate those that are sending me questions, comments, concerns. If you want to set up a private Zoom meeting, I'd be happy to do that. So good luck this week, and we'll see you online. Thank you.